Welcome to the Almost Daily Dave. I'm Dave Lamont. Don't forget, tomorrow will be the Nooner with Dave Lamont. That will also be me, and that will be at noon Eastern Time. And that'll be the long form version of this. And I've already got several topics I want to touch on, including the high school football controversy that has enveloped the whacked out state of Florida and a lot more. But I do want to talk today because it's opening day, man. I got my, hang on here, tilt the camera down a little. Yes, I'm an Orioles fan. Suffering, you bet. We're terrible, I know, but that's okay. I've accepted that. When you don't have any high hopes, everything looks great if you win. When you have high hopes and you don't win, that's bad. I've always said the single dirtiest word in the sports language is expectations. When you are expected to win and you don't, everything is considered an absolute failure and it's judged super harshly. When you are a surprise team, everybody's happy. You don't even have to make the playoffs. And you're happy. So judge your team accordingly. I know what I'm expecting out of mine. Probably 15 to 20 wins. They don't have the pitching that's going to be necessary, especially in this fascinating sprint. And here's why I'm excited about opening day. Number one, it's the first of America's major sports to get going. And I apologize to you soccer heads out there, but I don't think Major League Soccer has quite reached that point yet in the U.S. It is growing. It is a strong niche, but it is not yet a major sport. It just isn't. I apologize. Listen, I like it. I'm a fan. Inter Miami CF is struggling, but they are, still our team down here. But let's not get carried away. Let's talk about the baseball for a second. And here's why I think you ought to be happy. Number one, we're finally going to start talking about wins and losses that matter. We've had some of the practice games. I've seen a few of you posting on the different social media sites with photos of watching on TV. Great. Yes, it's weird to see empty stands. It looks like a preseason game, a practice game. I understand that. But it's going to count starting tonight with the two games. You got the defending champion Nationals and the Yankees, who everybody seems to be very high on this year, and for good reason. Garrett Cole's pitching tonight. And you've got perhaps the most overlooked outside of California best rivalry in baseball, the Dodgers and the Giants, whom I'd much rather watch than the Yankees and the Red Sox, because every single Yankees-Red Sox game is not only on TV, I believe every network is required to. I think I've watched the Yankees-Red Sox on the Cooking Channel. That's how much hype that rivalry gets. Enough already, okay? Enough. Dodgers-Giants, I appreciate. Let's go with that. Cubs-Cardinals, another great one. All right, so why are we happy about it being opening day? Number one, it's a great test. This is that canary in a coal mine I talked about a few days ago. Baseball is going to be the first one. The NBA has going on with some exhibitions, which looks a little unusual, I have to say, and I'll talk more about that tomorrow, but we're having that first wave of games. Still waiting on hockey to get rolling, and obviously football is this gargantuan mystery. But baseball is going to be our test. Can we get through 60? How many players will pop positive? And will the Toronto Blue Jays find a place to play? So far, let's count it. They've been rejected by the nation of Canada, a lovely, lovely place, by the way. I really do like Canada. Buffalo said no. And Pittsburgh, in fact, the entire state of Pennsylvania, beat it. So let me make an offer to the Toronto Blue Jays on behalf of Governor Ron DeSantis to come to South Florida. 2 miles from where I live, there is a beautiful, huge park with a regulation ball field. And the folks who work on the park do a magnificent job with the upkeep. It's a darn nice park. The police can control the flow of people coming in and out. There was a hotel close by that was used by the Indianapolis Colts before they beat the Bears in the Super Bowl, made famous by Prince's halftime show. So you know it's a quality hotel. I can tell you where to go eat, or have the carry in, whatever you're going to do there. You're going to be close to the park, very close to the park from that hotel. It's the ideal situation. And you don't have to worry about looking stupid with fans in the stands. There's just a couple sets of metal bleachers there. You might have the occasional jogger going by, but that's about it. Now, unfortunately, the biggest problem right now is our weather stinks, but hey, we'll get around that somehow. So I'm offering the Toronto Blue Jays the use of Central Park. I think not in New York. I think it'd be great. Here's another thing about baseball that can really shows how it unites us. I've been thinking about this for a few days. Let's go back to 2001, September 9/11. It was about a week later that then President Bush came out in the Bronx, not far from where there was still smoldering wreckage from the World Trade Center, and threw out a first pitch of a ball game as kind of a it was an uplifting moment, regardless of how you felt about the election the year before, regardless of how you felt, or irregardless, wink, wink, about how you felt about him, his policies, whatever. If you were a baseball fan and an American, that pumped you up. Baseball has that ability to perhaps do that again. Maybe we're not going to have a great first pitch moment like we did. Circumstances are so vastly different in every way imaginable. But I think baseball could be, perhaps, a way to start a little bit of a healing process as we deal with this sort of medical and scientific civil war that we're kind of in. So, looking forward to seeing scores on my phone, seeing highlights, seeing results, seeing stuff that matters. I'm excited, and I hope you are too. Don't be down because it's a 60-game season. Enjoy the sprint. We'll get back to that marathon soon enough. That's your Almost Daily Dave. Don't forget, noon Eastern time tomorrow for the full-blown version. This will go up to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. I only need another 880 to go before I can go live on my phone on YouTube, so what more could you ask for than that? I'm Dave Lamont. Enjoy opening night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.